For us, I just want to see us, start fast, go out there and attack, play with knockback, play physical, and just kind of start the season off dominant, have a dominant presence in those A and B gaps.
What do you feel like is the biggest thing you learned about this defense in fall camp?
Man, we have a bunch of talented players, so it's like, we got a lot of, I like to call them spark plugs, so like those are guys that at any moment could, make something big happen, at all three levels, the front seven is great. Our back end guys are also great. So it's just we got a bunch of spark plugs. Like it's hard to tell who's gonna make a play just because everybody's so capable of doing so. So I'm excited to see everything we practiced throughout the spring and camp kind of translate over to the field or to the game.
How have you seen Marquise Garcia this offseason?
Man, Marquise has been locked in and focused, and we work together a lot, and he's taking some huge steps since last season. He's probably been probably one of the most improved players on this team. But yeah, I've been super impressed with Marquise.
Connor said something the other day, like he can kind of see, like playing him in practice, he can see the game slowing down from Marquise. Is that something?
Right. Yeah, I would have to agree with that. Just from talking and being on the field together, like, he'll call stuff out. He sees the game. His knowledge of the just game stuff has grown, and I think his development from like I said, the end of last season, like just how he's changed his body and everything that we've done has been phenomenal.
Chris, Coach Drinkwitz was just here and he said he wanted to see you all, the defensive line, generate pressure without having to do anything too exotic in terms of rushing. Is that a desire you share, not just for week one, but the whole season?
Oh, of course. We want to go out there and be able to use our natural abilities to just, dominate the opponent. So that's a big thing for us. Is always one of our goals with the D ends and D tackles is to confuse, harass, and hit the quarterback. So, being able to go out there and kind of just rush the passer without having to do a bunch of fancy twist games or anything like that is going to be it's really fun for us this year.
Chris, how important is a early non-conference game like this for young guys that are looking to earn roles or just show what they have, and what piece of advice would you offer to them?
For me, I would just say it's important just, so they can see that the work that they've done for, the guys that have been here since January translate to the field so they can get a feel for the game. And I would say for the young guys, man, you just have to trust your training, and know that the coaches have prepared us for the moments that, we will be in those games, the highs and the lows, no matter who we play. So that's what I would say.
What do you remember from your freshman year, if you had an opportunity like this, what do you remember as far as just the adjustment kind of shock, I guess, of playing at the college level, whatever the adjustments you have to go through?
For me, my freshman year, I started off hot. As you know, I was at the University of Florida, and we played Utah for our first game, so they was a highly ranked opponent. So I kind of was thrown in the fire and had to just, deal with it. But I would say the biggest thing is just, keep yourself calm, stay grounded, and you have to learn to adjust to the speed of the game. But as soon as you can overcome that, it's just football, the game most people have been playing for, their whole life. So that's my thing, is just trying to, calm down and like I said, trust your training and just slow the game down as much as you can.
Considering who's coming here, week 2, do you feel like there's just any natural difficulties for anybody just kind of keeping their focus on UCA and not looking at week 2?
No, not really, because that's our mindset. We want to, go 1-0 each week, 1-0 every day. So it's like we have to take it day by day. We can't think about who we have to go against week 2. We got to win week 1 first. So that's our main focus right now, is just, beating UCA.
Chris, I'm not sure how much you've actually lined up against him at the ball camp, but Curtis P. were in line to start at right guard. They were receiving a lot of compliments from coaches and players this fall camp. How do you see it grow over these past key weeks that you played against that offensive line?
Yeah, no, Big Pigs, man. Curtis, he's definitely gotten much better with his just technique and his steps, and like I said, I feel like the game I've seen for him kind of slow down, and he's been able to just pick up on certain things we do on defense better, and just the communication that I hear from that side of the ball when we do line up against each other in good periods in practice. So now I think he's gotten much better since the time I've been here.
What does it feel like when you notice a player on offense, like you're like, oh, same things I used to do, I can't do to them?
Mm-hmm.
How does that make you feel, in practice, but then overall, it's just the team?
Right. I mean, for me, I'm a big team guy, so like I always love when I can see guys getting better because at the end of the day, if he gets better, it's just gonna make the team better. So it makes me excited, that we have such good players and then good depth at that as well. So yeah, and then like I said, if the stuff I used to do didn't work, I mean I got to get better too. So it's it keep that same thing, like iron sharpens iron. So it's exciting for sure.
What's it like trying to tackle that?
Oh man, and that guy, he's strong and he's fast and he's low to the ground, but he has a good base, a good center of gravity. So it's very hard to tackle him. His contact balance is really impressive to me. Even in the scrimmage, we have to definitely wrap him up. 2-3 guys minimum. So it's going to be very, very difficult to tackle him.
Anything else? Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.